YouTube. What's good, guys? So let's talk about how you are going to overcome the fear of being alone on semen retention. On this journey of semen retention, bro, you are going to be going inwards. All your attention is going to be inwards. And that is simply because this journey of semen retention is a journey that does not necessarily get applause from people. Have you ever noticed when you ever try to discuss semen retention or just chase it to somebody, it's always like a weird tension, an unspoken weird tension between you and the person. There's an uncomfortableness to it. Also, that is why churches and schools does not necessarily talk about it, because we see sex as something awkward. And that should tell us something, that whenever sex is mentioned and there's just this uncomfortableness around us, that should tell us that it's a sacred thing. And that is why you might find yourself not being able to relate with other people on this journey of semen retention, man. Because when you start talking about it, they start looking at you as weird, man. Because bro, why are you saying you do not want to have sex? I'm not saying, bro, don't have sex. Bro, you can have sex, but just do not release, man. That's just the whole point of it. And when you do not release, bro, something changes within you, and that is the fact that you are no longer necessarily looking for external factors to fulfill you, because you now have your essence within, and your essence was meant to make you feel whole, make you feel worthy within yourself. When you used to release a lot, bro, you always felt like you needed things outside of you to complete you. You needed to buy that new bag. You needed to chase that most beautiful girl in your class, in your workforce, in your church, wherever it is that you found yourself. Do you understand me? Attention meant everything to you, and that was simply because you were releasing your essence to the external. And for that reason, you were unconsciously also giving everything outside of you power. Do you understand me? So when you start going within, man, you start giving yourself that same power that you always gave everything outside of you. When you are not retaining, bro, you are necessarily saying that look, I do not value myself so much. Do you understand me? I think that every other thing outside of me is much more valuable than me. And that is why I felt the need to chase, to buy things that I did not necessarily need, to please people that I did not necessarily love. But on this journey, bro, you start going within. You start seeing the fact that all those things were a lie and all those things were an illusion. You do not necessarily need any other person's company for you to feel whole. You do not necessarily need any other person's validation for you to feel seen. You are going to see yourself truly as you are, and that is because you are no longer running from yourself on this journey, man. Once you start retaining, bro, you start building up that pressure, and that pressure clarifies everything within you that stems from doubt, that stems from lack of self-love, that stems from low self-esteem, man. You start feeling whole. You start not necessarily needing the presence of other people to feel complete. And that is why you might find yourself in this journey not necessarily wanting to be in crowds, not necessarily wanting to be in places where there's just so much noise going on, because that is distracting you from the silence that you are trying to cultivate within. That is disturbing you, that is distracting you from getting to know your true self, getting to know your soul. Your semen is your soul, is the liquid form of your soul. And the more you give it out to things that does not necessarily matter, bro, the more soulless you are going to become. And the more soulless you become, the more you feel like other things outside of you is what is going to make you complete. And that is why you are very, very much insecure when you were releasing a lot. It was because you were releasing that which is your essence, that which when you retain, you are going to feel worthy as a man. The reason why most men have lost their powers in relationship, in marriages, is simply for the fact that they constantly kept releasing with their wife. Have you noticed this pattern? When you meet a woman for the first time and you are a self-respecting man, something takes place, and that is the fact that she respects you as well. And that is because she has not yet drained you. And women, I think they know this unconsciously, man, that the more they sleep with you, the more you lose your power, and the more they lose respect for you. Because they drain you, they know that your seed is your life force. It might be unconscious. That is why when you have sex with women and you do not necessarily come, you see how their attitude changes. and then they become sad, and then maybe some of them even become angry at you for not releasing. And that is because when you release, number one, you validate their worth. It tells them that, look, I am so sexy, I'm so powerful that I can make you release, I can make you come. Why do they feel so powerful, bro? Just making you release that seed, man. That should tell you that your seed is very, very powerful, bro. Do you understand me? So guys, do not get it twisted. On this journey, man, you are going to find yourself embracing much solitude. You are going to find yourself going in the direction of what? Of being alone, of being by yourself, and not necessarily lonely, just being alone, man. And there's a difference. Being alone is the satisfaction of solitude. Being lonely is when you don't love yourself and you're always looking for something outside of you to complete you, man. That is the difference. And on Semen Retention, bro, you are going to learn how to be alone and be comfortable in your own skin, man. I love you guys, and if you're new to my channel, you already know what to do. Hit and press that subscribe button. Ciao.